All right. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on the Table of Men. For tonight on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio and your state number one family radio station. Good evening to you. We hope you're doing well and all the content is well. This is the platform where, we talk about men, we talk about issues surrounding, the masculine gender, all that surround men with finances, family, marriage, conflict resolution, relationship, health, and so on and so forth. We bring it on the show, the Table of Men, to have that well-rounded, conversation about men, taking a look at it from different views and perspective, and of course the worldview of the men on the table. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. I welcome you to the program for tonight. This is Wells Radio 89.3 FM, wherever you're listening to us from, either here in Oyo State or outside of Oyo State. 89.3 FM is the dial, and we're broadcasting live from Wells Broadcasting House along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole, Estate Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State. Once again, you're welcome to the show. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. Invite a man to join the show today because, of course, we're going to be talking about ourselves. So if you know any man that should be a part of this conversation, please invite them to be a part of the show. Let them enjoy the show. Let's learn together. A disclaimer, all of us on the show, we're not perfect. So do not take all that we say as a form of authority. Rather, we're having a chit-chat conversation, bringing, of course, our reality to the front burner, and then we share our views. Remember, we also give you at home the opportunity to share your view, which means you too can join the show, the Table of Men. So you can share your view with us. What do you think? So that together we can be the men, or the man rather, that God has created us to be the head of the family without losing any other part of our lives. In many homes, communities, even churches, leadership is often tied to provision. When a man's finances collapse, his authority is questioned. And so tonight on the Table of Men, we are going to be asking a very tough question. Do men lack the capacity to lead without money? Do men lack the capacity to lead without money? Or have we been conditioned to believe leadership equals provision? Again, like I said earlier, in our society today, everywhere you go, you find it like that. That leadership is often tied to provision. And when a man loses the finances, whenever his finances collapse, his authority is questioned. Most importantly, on the front line, traditionally in this part of the world, men are providers. And when that side of their life collapse, you see that authority is being questioned from different sides, either from in-law side, from their own side. The society is beginning to question, community is beginning to ask question. That man that used to provide cannot provide anymore. So, do men lack the capacity to lead without money? Take money away from a man, all right? We used to say that the man is the head, or have we been conditioned to believe that leadership is equal to provision? On the show today, we're going to, of course, be dissecting different angles of this. We're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about authority. We're going to talk about influence. If money is removed, what remains of leadership, especially as a man on the home front? And of course, society often measures a man's worth by his wallet. When a man can't provide financially, does he automatically lose his voice? Is it the society doing that to him, or of course the man doing that to himself? We're going to be taking a cue from this particular audio, on social media that made the rounds or went viral by Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, making reference to certain things. And from there, we extracted this particular topic for tonight. Let's listen to that, and when we come back, I will introduce the men on the table, and then we'll dive straight into the conversation. Stay with us.
African women don't like to marry men that they earn more than. Many of you are going to miss your husbands because of that. By the time I met my wife, like I said, she had masters, I had OND. If I was waiting till I could earn more than her to marry her, I would not be married today. In marriage, the two people become a team. You see, the days when they started teaching things like, oh, the men are the provider, you know that thing is not in the Bible, I hope you know. In those days, it was a traditional belief, not a biblical belief. And the reason was simple. Men knew the only way to control the women was to earn more. So you notice those days, men marry like 10 years or 15 years down, because they would have first been established financially, then they marry somebody that is not established, so that they have full control over this person. That's how marriages were kept safe. It was a good intention, but it wasn't a good principle. Those days, survival was dependent on physical strength a lot. So you either chase antelope or go and farm for hours. Men were largely the ones in charge of finances. Today, making money has nothing to do with strength again. Women can sit at home and post something and sell it to 1,000 people. Most careers now don't involve physical strength. So women are now earning as much, if not more, than men are. Secondly, we're no more marrying 10 years gap. We're marrying our mates. Which means all things being equal, most women are going to earn more than most guys their age. Besides, women enjoy favor, especially in Abuja. That's a discussion for another day. There are three kinds of guys that you might be earning more than. The first one is the guy that you meet him, you are earning more than him. Don't throw him away yet. He's a guy that is working hard and hustling hard. He's just not gotten it right yet. And you have maybe settled in your own career. You already see his patterns, so don't forget. You see his hard work now. Don't marry potential, marry patterns. You are seeing. He started this fashion business here. This is where it has gone. So he has hard work going on. He hasn't just hit it big yet. Marry that guy, he will make it. The second kind of guy you earn more than is the guy that mostly this happens to choleric women. You are generally more driven than him. So he's never going to catch up with you financially. But he is going to bring a lot to the table that you won't have. He's generally more homely, generally more calm. Two of you can't be that driven. So those women, you see them, they're either high in government, high in whatever. You don't marry those women and pretend them come and sit down, come and cook. No, that's not there. They are more useful to the nation out there. So those men, not that they don't have work or they have work, but they will never catch up. You are going to be earning more. So you see some of the top women have in our politics, you don't even know their husbands' names. Even in ministry circles like abroad, you hear people like Joyce Meyer. Her husband, Dave Meyer, works in the ministry that she started. But he has administrative and management skills that she doesn't have. So they bring a lot to the table, just that they will never overtake you. They might actually be working in your company that you started. If you look at social media circle, we have some couples like that. That's also a good formation that can work. The third one that you might be earning more than that you should not marry is the loafer. That one you're earning more than him now, you forever earn more than him. He's not going to bring any value. He has no future ambition. He will keep chasing girls about with your money. That one is a useless person. Most women group all three into one. Once they see that they're any more than the guy, they say, this one cannot be the one. He can be the one. Just make sure it's not this third one that is useless. It can be a guy that will make it one day, or it can be a guy that will bring more to your life than just money. He will bring stability. He might be good at doing your itinerary, doing your administration for your business. Somebody getting what I'm saying?
Did anybody get what I'm saying? Welcome back to the show. This is the Table of Men on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. If I need to play that again, I'll play it again. It's moving really fast, but if I need to play it again, I'll play it again. With me on the show today, the elderly gentleman is right in the studio. Chukwemeka Munachiso is in the studio. Good afternoon. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mario.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Mr. Daniel is here. How are you doing today?
Good evening, sir. I'm doing very fine.
I'm Agba Daniel.
Yes.
Okay, Agba Daniel. Yes. Okay. Let's keep Agba Daniel. I think that's going to work on the table of it. Agba Daniel is going to work. Okay. Where do we start? Let me start with the elderly gentleman. When we say a man is a leader, what do we really mean? Do we mean, of course, from the audio we listen to, and even in real life now, we can see that gone are the days when that provision, that providing for the family used to be the sole responsibility of a man. Things seem to have changed, especially looking at the natural circumstances around where the man may not be doing as well as the woman may be doing, and the woman may be doing better. But we've established, and we've said that over and over on this table, that you are a team. So no one is dropping the ball. As long as one person is getting the provision, the family is moving well. But when we say that the man is a leader, what do we really mean? Are we talking about a provider? Are we talking about a decision maker? Are we talking about a moral compass? That leadership of a man, what comes to mind when you hear that?
A lot of things are involved when it comes to leadership, especially on the home front. If you are a man, it's not just about leading financially, emotionally, you are there. decision making, you are there. Charting a path for the family, you are there. Disciplining the children, you are there. Providing for the family, you are there as well. You have said something that these days, providing for the family is no longer for the men only, because times have changed. But then, you don't take away the duty of a man. You understand? I have said it severally, that look, even if your wife is earning, let me start with finance. Even if your wife is earning more than you, the onus is on you as a man to still be in charge of your home. By making sure that the things you are supposed to provide as a man, you are playing your wing. Women respect authority. Women respect leadership when they see it. And women respect a man who is a man. You know, when a man appears, when you clothe romance in the with weakness, a woman does not respect that, will not respect you. So what I mean is that a man must be a man. No matter what your wife is earning, you must still prove that you are a man. You must do something that makes you a man by making sure that you are bringing something to the table. Even if what your wife is bringing is more, but you are still keeping something down. And God bless you if you marry a woman who will not even look down on you by the little you are bringing. Because there are some women out there who, if the man is no longer playing his wing very well, they start looking down on the man. And that is when the man begins to lose his manliness, whatever that makes him a man. Now, emotionally, women are fragile when it comes to emotion. But as a man, women take decisions emotionally most of the times, but a man takes decisions logically. That's the difference. So if you're a man and you are not matured on that score, you are likely going to run your family aground because your wife will say something that will not go well. And because you are emotionally weak, you toe her line, you shipwreck your family. So a man must put his feet down and say, no, this thing must not be done this way. Let's do it this way, especially if it has to do with the well-being of the family. So, but we are in like the tape we just listened to. The man is saying, don't marry this person, marry this person, don't marry this person, marry this person. I don't believe in those stuff. You understand? Okay. You may see a man and call him a loafer today. You don't know what he's going to be tomorrow. You understand? And you may see a man who is doing so well and you marry him because he's doing so well. What if along the line, this life is not straightforward?
Absolutely. Something goes wrong.
Something goes wrong. If there's a detour along the way, what he would have said is marrying the will of God. Because when you marry the will of God, brother, you don't need to, not that there will be no challenges. There will be challenges. But in that challenges, there will always be a way out. Because God is involved in it right from the scratch. So that's what I have to say on that score.
Let me come to Agba Daniel. In today's society, can a man be respected as a leader without financial power? Of course, with respect to exceptions, you will always find exceptions everywhere. But can a man be truly respected without financial power? Today, you see, you find a lot of young men on social media. They are doing all kinds of, digital profession. And then they are making money. They are already trivializing education. They think school is a scam. Everywhere they tell you, I get money pass you. And then you see, because of that, I get money pass you, they jump a lot of things that they should not do. And then people just overlook because they have money. And so that thing, they are rubbing it in everyone's face now. But a man without money, do you think he would be respected?
Thank you so much. Let me just come in from this angle. Now, the issue is that a man that is having money, in fact, our society today is having problem. The problem is that majority of leaders that we have today, they were leaders because of what they have. Because of the money that they have. They don't really carry what it takes to be a leader. So because of money, they come in and they messed up the whole lot. And they are using their money to cover even their weaknesses. because they are not able to learn the procedure or the process of leadership. Leadership is a foundation thing that you need to imbued into yourself. It's not all about money. You may have money and you don't have a lot of things. There's a lot of things that is embedded in leadership that even money cannot buy. So, but these days, we have discovered that our society has affected decisions making here and there that makes it very bad. For us, for instance, there's an article that I read of a former president of the United States of America. This man was in for a meeting like this. He was going for a program on radio like this. And the man was going and, just decided to take a taxi to the place of the interview. So, and the taxi man was, he was telling the man that, can you wait for me for a while? And I'm going to pay you so amount of money. And the man said, no, I'm going home because I want to go and listen to the interview of that man.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that it's this man that is
actually
in the vehicle.
In the taxi.
So now when the man now said, okay, I'm going to pay you this one, I said, oh, to hell with what I want to listen to. I'll wait here for you. And the man said he did not know that is the man he wanted to go and listen to at home. So which means money influences our decisions these days, which is affecting our morality, even in the society. Affecting the part of people that we put in positions, affecting people that we marry. Sometimes people go into marriage because of money. Absolutely. They don't go into that marriage because some family have to force some women, say, this is the man you are going to marry.
Right.
And the reason is because of the wealth of that person. And forgetting the morals, or a lot of things that is embedded in getting married. So today's society that we are in, it takes God for you to be wealthy, and at the same time having a kind of leadership trait that's supposed to that will make the foundations that is expected in the marriage or at home.
Let me digress a little. There's this particular case that someone sent to me. One community like that. And then I think they said the oldest person in the community is the one they would name the street after. I don't know if that's a thing, right? And then there's this man, he's been in that community as far as, say, 95,
yes,
right? When the community was nothing. And then, yes, he built a face me, I face you. 95, you can imagine. He built a face me, I face you about, I think, 14 rooms. No tenant, just himself and his wives and children. All the children are grown up now, they've moved. Now that community is well developed and his house is just standing there like what is this? Among other notable buildings. Now it's time I think the local government is trying to pay attention. And then they said one wealthy man among all of the other wealthy people bought, the name. And then this man now started reacting. They got to the landlord meeting and someone said, and then this man, oh, you're even rubbing it in my face that I don't have money. So just to say that, it's like we live at a time where you are somebody because you have money. But how did we... Is the question, how did we get here, or how do we come out of this? Because again, it's also in the family. You see women say all sort of things about their husbands. Do you understand? So you see it outside in the bigger picture, maybe among community or friends to friends, and it's more painful that we're also now building that in the home. How did we get it? Let me come to the other lady. And what's the way out? I think that should be where we are.
Look, when you talk of how did we get here, you are looking at our value system. Not everywhere they regard people that way. Nigerian's factor is too domineering. Nigerian factor is the one we are talking about here now. Because if you go to some countries, it is not that way. They still respect people, not based on who you are or what you have, but what is inside you. What can you bring? In terms of other things apart from money, honesty, integrity. They respect your integrity. They say, this one, he cannot tell lies, no matter what you do to him. And they respect you for that. But here in Nigeria, the more depraved you are, you have money, everybody forgets about it. The society is rotten. He has gone to the rock and ruin. Because if you look at what is going on in our society today, you begin to wonder, the only way we can come out of this is when you have a revolution in terms of value system. Our value system is ruined, is rotten. There's nothing left again. I'm telling you, I'm a man of the street. And when you hear young people talk, I was talking to a young man, Ayo, let's say 25 years. And do you know, he made a mockery of me that I go to work. He said, you people that you go to work in the morning and come back in the evening, you're just wasting your life. A young man. Look at, he believes that he can stay in his house pressing computer. You know what I mean by pressing computer?
Oh, yes. In that context.
And make millions. You understand? So they don't value hard work again. And all because of the way the society, even our leaders, the way they are doing things. You see somebody who was nobody yesterday, because he entered into a position of leadership as a politician, he comes back home, you begin to look at him, when did this man get all this? You see what I'm saying? So the only way for us to get out of this, and unfortunately, even institutions of religion have been ruined as well, because that is where the correction would have started from. You go to some churches today, or to some places of worship, you don't have money, you are nobody. Spirit will not even catch you. They won't even put you in any.
That one is another conversation.
They won't even put you in any decision. Look at the Bible. Stephen was a steward of the church. He was in the place where they are sharing food. It was not even. It was nobody. And yet, the Spirit of God used him. Can we have it in the churches today? Enter any church today with Jeep and see if by next week I'm coming. And check if next week you will not be made a deacon or whatever. All because they want to tie you down. Why? Because you have money. So it is a spiritual revolution we need in our country. And that's why people like us always speak against this. When I say it, they say because I don't have money. But I will keep saying it. I've been to some places, I ministered this kind of thing, they threw me away. Yes, but I will keep saying it. That doesn't mean that I will close my mouth. I will not.
Let me come to Mr. Daniel.
Now, Mr. Ayo said, why are we where we are? What brings us to that?
How did we get here?
Kilo mu adebe.
Bala she debe go.
Into mu adebe lushi.
Poverty.
Bene. Oshi lo mu adebe.
Poverty of what?
Now the issue is this, sir.
No, poverty must be
defined. Let me. I'm coming. Now we have poverty of intellectuals. We have poverty of financing. We have poverty of academic knowledge of what we're supposed to do.
I disagree with you.
Sir.
It's poverty of values.
Now, sir. No. What I'm saying is this. I know where I'm going to. What I'm saying is that now this poverty is now what brought us to this level is that some few people that is having this money, and when you're to carry there to lower your dani, they were thinking that if we spread this thing, if this thing move around, it will not be good, because they are thinking of tomorrow. They are thinking of bringing their children, so as to still be making sure they are there. So they now spread this mindset to us that when you see bread, 1 naira bread, you value it. And when they are eating about probably 1 million naira bread, that is what brought us to where we are. Even in the one that Apostle is saying that even if you get to religious houses, there is this, there is that. The question is, religious houses need money to run some things. And they can't stay there without money. So that's why you see that sometimes, not all their decision, because I am part of them. I move into that realm that he is talking about. I am always there. We need money to do a lot of things in all these religious bodies. They need money. The issue is that sitting down and discussing only will not bring the money.
But in that context, in such gathering, do the value system or the source of wealth of such an individual, does it really matter?
It matters. It matters. We have some leaders that put their feet on the ground, not minding where. Once they discover that where the money is coming from,
I like that.
They will say no. Come, we appreciate your money. That's why I want to tell him that I am part of the system.
Okay.
So now when they are talking, they said, yes, we appreciate your money, but we question the where the money is coming from. So can you please keep it and let's wait. And if the thing cannot wait, it will wait forever if they don't have the money. So they not every ministers will go along with every money, every Dick and Harry. This is the money that comes. Like my own pastor, he will always ask you, where is the money coming from? And if it makes sure that the money is not good, he will tell you, yes, sir, I don't need that money. He will tell you to his face.
I want us to bring this back home. Family. right? Because again, this whole conversation started yesterday as a man at home. We realized that even the respect, the dignity seemed to be, I mean, just imagine what he said, a 25-year-old telling a man of his age and saying, you people that go from money, obviously you can know that something is going on at home. You know, on Awari Fair, I have a story currently where, you know, a man says that his children do not respect him anymore because they now have money. And two of them now call him a poor man. Right? So how did the family also get into all of this?
You see, Ayo, when you talk of
yes, the
family,
society is another thing. This whole whether church or mosque that's another.
Yes.
Even at home, imagine a man's children
telling him he's a poor.
just because yes, he could not afford to maybe send them to private schools, and then they went to a government school. He could not afford to send them to the university, and now they are now making some money. They now come home and say, "This failure man in the family."
Yes, let me tell you something. It is happening, and it will continue to happen. Number one is this.
Has it always been?
It has not always been like, look, that's why I'm saying that poverty of values. When I was growing up in the Southeast, my father was a farmer, a very big one. And my father instilled in us the idea of discipline, that you must not look down on people for any reason. I grew up with it. I don't disrespect people, no matter who you are, no matter how lowly. My father told me something. He said, how you know a man who is strong is how he treats the poor. The old man, he didn't go to school. How did he come with that idea? That how you know a man who is a good man, the way he treats those who have no voice. That's what the man, he didn't read any book. But he knew that this is the right way to treat a human being. Do you know, if you want this thing not to happen in your home, from day one, put your feet down with your wife. Know how you raise your children. Know the people your children are moving with. My daughter, I was here on Friday. No, on Friday, yes. My daughter called me. He said, Daddy, I want to go out with one of my friends and her brother. I said, you cannot go out with them. I don't know them. Let them come visit our house. Let me see them first. Before you go out with them, let me know who they are and who their parents are. On Saturday, I said, invite them to the house. They came. And I look at them and I ask some questions. Thank God that their father is a pastor. I don't know the man, but they mentioned where they live. And I saw the young man because I have a lot of books in my sitting room. And when they came, the first thing they went to was to the books. To the books. They started opening the books and they were so engrossed in the, I know that, these ones are, you understand what I'm saying? They are not, I look at their dressing and everything. They told me their names and everything, and I told my daughter, okay, you people can go out. You can go out with them. You understand? Because from their life, I engage them in conversation. Let me know where they are coming from. Most parents are so permissive that they don't care where their children are going to. And they come home with all manner of... I told my daughter, my children went to a very good school. Thank God for the person that made it possible. But do you know, when they were in that boarding school, I called two of them, I said, look, in that school, you see people whose father can come to that school with a helicopter. Their children can eat elephant in the morning, and you cannot eat even a fly now. Don't go and copy a habit you cannot maintain. I told them. And I told them, when you get to school, choose your friends. Don't allow your friends to choose you, so that you don't go around with people who will drink ice cream in the morning, eat fast food in the afternoon, and use elephant meat to brush their teeth. I cannot afford it. And when you come back home and demand for what I cannot give you, you are in trouble.
There'll be problem.
You know what I'm saying? And they did it. Ayo. You know them now. And they told that line because I warned them from beginning. But most parents, they will not caution their children. They will not tell them this. And when they come back home, they now begin to compare their father with the father of those. That's why they told that man that he's a poor man.
No. What I discover in that area is that most parents are now leaving their responsibilities for their children to do.
That's permissiveness now.
Their own the real thing that they're supposed to
do. To do, yes. That's
they are not leaving it for their children. And the issue is that the children goes out. They see friends. They bring those characters home. And they now begin to instill it because you have lost your voice.
This thing that Mr. Daniel said, let me paint a scenario. This is 2026, where, of course, we say no to cybercrime.
Yes.
right? But on the internet, there are so many legitimate work or job that you can do.
Fantastic.
You find young men who are at home and they are working remotely.
Exactly.
And it is 100% legitimate.
Yes, yeah, there are many.
When you see whatever they earn, say in a month, it's a lot of money.
Exactly.
Right? And so let's imagine a parent who is not maybe doing well. And by privilege, your child now sees, work in that kind of system and now make a lot of money. Would you tell such a father or mother not to be, in quotes, now dependent on their child?
I'm coming.
Because again, one of the issues may be that we now see a change in role where parents now become, yes, it gets to a time where you switch roles. Yes, you care for them at some point, and then when you grow older, they begin to care for you. But nowadays, we see that it's coming faster than normal. You see, before. People with maybe their children 21, 22, and then maybe their father 50, thereabout, and already totally dependent on the child because of what
the child is
times
doing.
are saying and what do you say to such a parent in that kind of situation without still losing the grip of being the father?
If you have done what your duty as a father, you can't lose the grip.
Yes.
If they know what you have done for them and you were there for them, you understand what I'm saying? You can't lose the grip. They will be happy giving to you because they know that you have paid your dues. They will be happy. They will be. I've seen a father like that. This man went through the crucible to raise his children, and like you said, they are doing legitimate work with their computer and everything. Legitimate. And you know what they do? They say they don't want to see their father lack. And the man is proud of them because they remembered what this man sowed into their lives, how the man suffered, what he went through. So anytime the man needs anything, they will even go and ask him, say that, how far? Do you need and the man will even be afraid of telling them. He told me, I said, my brother, if they ask you, but don't make a demand. If they ask you, you understand, tell them what you want, because if you don't tell them, you are not allowing them to have their blessing.
Exactly.
Tell them what you want, because these children knew what you did for them. Not many children will do that. Some people will look at the man as nobody, but this man, they honor him every time. I go to his, I say, oh boy, how far? He said they changed the shoes for him. They're not living with him, but they come and ask after him, and the wife, because they remember what the father did for them. How many children will remember? How many? And he taught them how to make money. You know one thing? Why being rich is dicey. If you are rich and you don't teach your children how to make money, but how to spend money, when you die, that wealth goes.
Absolutely.
That's why you don't see rich people. Exactly. You don't see their children doing well. Not many of them. Their children, because they raise them how to spend money. They don't raise them how to make money.
How to make money. All right, let's invite our listeners to join the conversation. If you want to join us, you can also call us in, using the phone line. So, joining us on social media, 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, or 0911-333-3893. Again, 0916-893-1000 or 0915-333-4893 or 0911-333-3893. Or join us live on Facebook right now. You can watch the show on our Facebook page and also drop your comment and thought for us on Facebook. We would like to hear, have your own contribution. Is leadership in men fundamentally tied to financial provision, or have we over-defined leadership by money? We're looking at that and more on the show, today. Someone sent me a message. I'm trying to capture that now. All right. Should a husband panic simply because his wife is becoming to make more money too? Should a husband panic simply because his wife is beginning to make more money?
A real man should. No, I'm coming. A real man should not panic. He should be happy that your wife is earning something.
Making more money.
Yes, you should not panic. Because if you don't have low self-esteem, that's what's killing most men. Suspicion. Oh, if he does this, how am I going to be? No. If both of you, that's why I keep saying the will of God in marriage. If both of you were joined together by God and he knows, you are will for him, and you know his will for you. There's no way you even celebrate your wife. Honestly speaking, you project her out there. Let her be celebrated. But the moment to start panicking, a lot of evil thoughts will come into your head. Anything he does in the house, you will see it. Because he's earning more money. If he comes back late in the house, maybe because he's now earning more money.
Let's look at it this way: a man and his ego together with money. Is that pressure coming from the society or coming from the way the man was raised?
It's the society that he put it in the man.
Because naturally, around here in Africa, men are providers. And if you cannot provide, nobody needs to flog you. You start to flog yourself.
Now I want to go by what you are saying. I want to say it in this way. When a woman is becoming, what's it called, is bringing in more money into the family, a man should panic, but should be under control of his character and know what to do.
Break it down.
Now the issue is this. Now if a woman is earning more, then being a man at that point in time need higher version of you as a man. Now the intelligence of speaking with that woman at that time, your own must be double when you are talking to them. Because at the level that she is, she's coming with the big ego that, thank God I'm where I'm supposed to be. So as a man, you are the one that will prove to her that with your money that you are having, I have what it takes to still put you under my control.
That is competition.
No. It's not. I'm not
ideal for marriage.
I'm not talking about competition here.
It is.
I'm not talking about competition. I've told you, I said, you need to panic, maintain your composure, but develop your character towards the woman.
How?
Good. The issue is that when woman is coming with that money, she's no, thank God.
Let's take this call. We
Oh,
have
fantastic.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening. Hello. All right. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Ibadan.
From Ibadan. All right. Go ahead.
I'm happy you asked this guy about the family. But the way I see marriage is the chemistry that very difficult in life. Because if a man is successful with marriage, the policy is Christian at all. Just the later palace, see that the thing that is wrong. It's very difficult, and men
I'm finding it hard to.
yes.
I'm finding it hard to hear you. Please do call us back. The line is not clear. Let me call the phone lines again. 0916-893-1000, 0915-334-893, or 0911-333-893. Please do call us back. We're struggling to hear you well. And if we can't, we won't be able to, extract whatever point you want to share with us.
What I'm saying is this. Now, when a woman is having more money. Now, for instance, when I got married, my wife got a job that pays her times 3 of what I have. Now, the first thing I did, I was happy, very excited. We have some men. I told you, develop your character. When the woman is bringing in more money, you now leave your responsibility in the hand of that woman. Then you are losing it. You develop your character. Now, when she's bringing the money, my mind is not, all the responsibility of the house is not on the money that she's bringing in. I'm not depending on the money that she is bringing in. She'd see that in me. That it's not because she's earning more than what I am earning. So I depend more on the money. So at that point in time, when she brought her money in, she handed it over to me without asking her at all. Because what I am bringing in, I told her, this is what I have. I bring it on the table. Can we share it? Can we do it like this? She's the one that will tell me, oh, no, this one will not be enough. Let me add. Let me do this one. Let me do this one. I am happy that I said, the man must build his character. Build yourself. Tell yourself, I am not going to depend more on the money. What we have today, why men are losing their voice in their marriages, when women is bringing in more money, is because you are showing to the woman, you are now in charge. No. You tell yourself, I'm still man in this house. No matter how little what I'm bringing in is, this is what I have. And you bring it in, and you bring it with good respect, and you put your feet on the ground. That's why I said men should panic, but maintain your character.
Maintain your seat.
Thank you, sir. Tell yourself that I am the man of this house. Don't show it to her that you are afraid. Let it be known that you are still in charge.
What should we panic really be?
And I think
that's why the other gentleman is saying competition.
Why should why should a man even be afraid that your wife is any more than you? Why should what put that thought in your head?
No, I'm not saying afraid here.
That's what you said.
No, I'm not. I said panic.
Okay, so let's look at it.
I'm not saying
that panic.
What does this mean?
That panic, that fear.
Yes.
Let's come back to the African context, where time passed, and a lot of us grew up. Whether either it's happening in your family or it's happening in the society where you live in, and somehow as a male child, that will just sink into you. To always be the provider.
Yes.
To always be a defense.
Thank you.
To always be a cover.
Thank you.
And so when you are in a place where you may not be able to do that, that's why I said you don't have to be flogged. Yourself, you may begin to pressure yourself. And so in a situation where you are now not in that capacity, you may maybe panic.
Thank you.
Or fear.
Yes.
I don't know if that answered your question. I mean, the fear of, am I enough?
Thank you.
And that happens to a lot of men today. And I know we had a conversation on this table where Stat says that a lot of men die earlier.
Yes.
Than their wives. Why? Because that thought of not being enough.
Thank you.
It may never come from your spouse. But the culture, the society,
thank you,
the pressure, and this generation may even be worse. Even with all of these things that we are seeing, that even ladies are, breaking the glass ceiling and doing exceedingly well. You see a lot of young ladies who are extremely, a man must give to me. And that's why you see that a lot of top influencers are trying to rewrite that narrative. Your parents have sent you to primary, secondary, uni, all through the masters and the likes, and you're still waiting for a man to give to you and buy you the latest 17 Pro, or something. So that's a thing. And I don't know how we're ever going to, match out of this. There's a lot of pressure on a man, and that is it. But what does the pressure to always provide do to a man's mental and emotional health? Do we all agree that the pressure to always provide is there?
Yes.
See, Ayo,
do you agree,
no, the thing
that
is
the pressure to always provide is there?
Yes, look, I said in the beginning that when you marry your wife, you won't have much of this problem. Both of you are singing from the same hymn book. You won't have problem. If you have, and you play your wing very well as a man, the time you don't have and the woman has, both of you will bring it together. That's why I keep saying that what we are living these days is competition. You understand?
Apostle.
Many people are not truly married. They are just in competition.
Apostle.
They are just living like that's why you hear people calling their wife my partner. I've asked that question. What is the meaning of my partner or my wife?
We have that a lot these days.
Yes, my partner. It means that
let me say this.
It means that the memorandum of understanding is but
it's
no longer marriage. It's partnership.
There is no.
I'm old school, and I believe in old school.
Yeah, I get what you are saying, Apostle.
I believe everything old.
I get what you are saying. Now the issue is this. I want you to define your bone for me very well.
What do you mean by my bone?
You are saying if you marry
your wife, we know
that is your bone.
Look,
can you define it?
Yes.
Look, and let's see. I'm going to do somewhere.
When you marry,
what's the definition of your wife?
Your wife,
yes.
your bone that you.
When you marry, you cannot take Rolls Royce path and put it in the pojo. It can't work. A God will never give a man a woman that will not respect him.
You know what? Let's take this call very quickly.
Hello, good evening.
Mr. George, how are you, sir?
Yeah, George from Ologwe.
Thank you for calling us. Let's have your take on this.
Have you people heard of the term full-time housewife before?
Oh, definitely, of course. It's all over the place.
We have passed through that system when we had the best of marriages. The issue of money breaking up family now is because of the way we are taking it. That the woman has money. At what point of the marriage did she have that money? There are people who get married to full-time housewives. Maybe as time changes, he decides to say, okay, let me open up a business for you. Maybe through that business, the woman becomes very rich. Should that one break the marriage?
That's a big question.
So many of the things happening today relies on upbringing of the person you are marrying. I have a mother in Ibadan. I call her a mother because she has that character of a mother to everyone that is close to her. I noticed that she started very, very poor. She got married to a man who was a first man, and that man really took care of her. Along the line, the business that this woman was doing became so flourishing that she got money more than the man. All the children living with them, none of them goes to the woman to ask for money for anything in the house. They go to the man. And if you make mistake and go to the woman to ask for money, she will ask you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
He will ask you, don't you know your dad? Go and ask daddy for money. And if daddy, before the girl will leave that place or the boy will leave there, the woman must have provided that money to the husband. So, let me tell you, it depends on how you build your home. The woman can never be the head of the family. God did not make it so.
Exactly.
So we should mind how we project this thing, because more women are working now today. Some are even getting money even before they get married to a poor man.
Absolutely.
Shouldn't make that man a slave. That man is still the head of that woman.
Of the family.
Let's continue.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. I mean, if there's anything that my major takeaway from Mr. George's point is the upbringing of the person. That I don't know. I mean, that's one of the woman. Yes. That's one of the major takeaway. For me, because I mean, we've seen families, and I have also seen families like this. Where the father may not be in the right place at the time, but there's a central point of collection in every family. It is from daddy, which is now this and that's where we would now have to help ourselves. I was going to say God will help us, but we really need to help ourselves. Because we now seem to want to be shifting the narrative, of course, with this confused feminism agenda all over the place. Why should you collect from a man?
You see all this feminism, they're all frustrated women. Let me tell you something. There was a case of a man who lost his job. Do you know that the children didn't know that the father was no longer working? And the woman was the one providing for the family. Anytime they ask for money, he will give to the man. Fantastic. How many of today's women can do that? This feminism and they're all frustrated people. Because they have, when a woman, God created a woman to have influence. A man has power. When a woman loses that influence, she becomes a feminist. He begins to look for what God did not give her. That is power. Feminism is another is a feminism for power. I want power, but the woman has influence. Women are very influential. Check this: if you go to do an experiment where men are together in a room, all men, let a woman enter that room, you will see how the atmosphere will change. Influence. A man has power, but a woman has influence. When women when they lose that influence that God gave to them, they enter into the road of feminism because they are frustrated.
That's a lot. You can join the conversation. We still have a few more minutes to spend with you. 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, and 0911-333-893. And also on Facebook, you can share your thought with us right there on our Facebook page. Let's have what you also have to say here. Let's begin to bring it home back to family. Because again, all of this division, pressure, whether panic or fear, is coming from the point where the family seem to be disconnected. From the tape of the pastor we played, he said, marriage is a team. How did we lose that team spirit? You know, in every football match, I mean, in every sport game, really, from basketball to football, whatever, that requires, you know, more than one person, you see that the goal is for all of us to win. And I really don't see the reason why, if we truly see ourselves as a team, whether if I see myself as a member of that team, I don't want a member of mine, you know, my partner, in quotes now, to feel inadequate, you know, part-time. But how did we lose that team spirit in marriage?
You can't rule away the influence of technology, social media. They have spoiled a lot of things.
I agree.
I'm telling you, social media, technology, everybody is now on the social media. Everybody is texting, waxing, Facebook, everything. They have ruined their lives. And let me tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
They have spoiled a lot of things. And also, some of the teachings we hear in some places. We listen to what some people are teaching. They are not even teaching, they are teaching American culture, European culture. You understand? They are not even teaching the real. Our forefathers have managed.
Let's take this call. Hello, good evening, and thank you for calling.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. Your name?
For the beautiful program on marriage.
Thank you, sir. Your name, sir? That was Mr. Tayo. You called earlier?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Please go ahead.
We applaud values. But let's just start by traditional values. I've attended so many marriages and also
I'll have to let you go again, sir. I'm so sorry. The line is not clear. But if there's anything I heard there, I heard values.
Values, yes, I heard values.
If there's anything I heard there. So sorry again. If you can use any of the alternative lines in the few minutes that we have, 0916-893-1000, I believe, should be clearer. Would like to have your thought. You said yes. Technology. So
social media, they have spoiled a lot of
this
things.
This Nollywood actor, Tonto Dike, recently, you know, reconciled with her ex-husband. I'm not sure they are going back to being married, but at least there's a forgiveness exodus that went in there. She shared her testimony in church, how she encountered Christ and then to forgive, which is good, which is beautiful.
Fantastic.
But there is one thing she said that stayed with me. That because of how she handled her marriage, a lot of people did theirs like that. And
that is it.
At that point, she was now saying, please go back and reconcile.
That is it.
And for her to have said that, she's also aware. So that's why I'm agreeing with social media and technology. Yes.
They have caused a lot of damages. They come to social media. What they are saying is not what they are doing at home.
Even the friends that you are going out with. Because we did this program on, I think on Friday, when we are talking about the people around you. Some of us, sometimes, they cause problem in the family because of what I will get from the man. So that by the time the man is focused on his house, by the time the woman is focused in the house, she will not be able to, give me money. She will not be able to do what she's supposed to do for me. So they now decide to begin to bring in quarrel. There's a problem in your own family, so that they will be able to get from you. So because when your family is not stable, they will be able. It's an avenue for them to make money from penetrate. You. So we also have such a.
Let me even tell you something. Women are their worst enemies. What do I say so?
How do you mean?
Yes, I'm coming. A lawyer friend of mine. He said he went to visit his elder sister, and as they were talking family issues, discussing for brother and sister, a woman walked in with a bag and brought a cloth out of that bag and said, look at what my husband bought for me. And guess what that lady said? He said, oh, your husband went and bought this bokulowe as a for you. So as you are like this is what your husband can afford to give you. My friend was shocked that the sister could be saying that kind of thing. Yeah. When the woman left, he now asked the sister, why do you say? He said, how much did her own husband buy anything for her? Why should they come and be showing her what her husband bought for her? He has set that family ablaze.
Can you see now?
Have you seen it?
Can you see? Friends.
Friends.
Can you see?
Friends. You know, I told a story of a young man also. The husband told her, "I don't want to be seeing this kind of woman in my house." And
I love that, by the way.
The woman kept bringing that woman to the house. This young man, he should be in his 40s or 40 something. He then came to me and was asking me, what will he do? The only question I asked him, did you fight your wife? He said, no. I said, there's no need for fight. Your wife will chase that woman away. He said, how? I said, don't worry. Do you know the name of the woman? He said, go and find out the name. He went and found out the name and came and told me. I said, okay, anytime you come back from work and you see that woman, greet her very well. Ask her, is she married? She said she was not married. Ask her, after her job and everything, she continued doing that. The next time he came back home, he didn't see the woman. He now asked the wife, what of your friend Rose? Is she not coming here? He said, no, that Rose, that she traveled. The husband kept quiet. After some time, Rose came again, and the man saw the woman. Don't forget, he has told the wife he doesn't want to be seeing that woman. When Rose left, he called the wife. He said, this your friend knows how to.
You know what, elderly gentleman, we have to go. We are short of time.
Knows how to dress.
We have to go. We have to go. We have just a few more seconds to go. Give me a takeaway in one sentence because of our time.
Men should not panic when their wives' economy is improving. They should not panic.
Should not panic.
Leadership should not be taken by money.
Should not be taken by money. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I wish we could continue, but hey, time is knocking. We need to take the news at 8. That's all we can take on the table of men for today. Remember that family is very important, and it takes a father, mother, and children to be called family. I mean, father, mother, at least the two, and then we need to set things right. It's not competition. We need to be together so that we can fulfill the purpose of God in our lives. Thank you for listening. The news will come in a moment. Stay with us.
Tired of listening to the same old content? Tune in to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, the only radio other radio stations listen to.
The time is